It didn't turn out like this in one day, and either will your success. Have you ever felt like you should be doing something else in your life because things aren't going as you thought they would? Hi everyone, my name is Sofia. Today I want to talk to you about what to do when you're losing passion for what you do. This is something I've personally struggled with in the past, and some part of me still struggles with it every day. But here are some of the values you should hold on to and lessons I've learned that hopefully will encourage you to keep on going. The first value you want to hold on to is patience. I know this seems very obvious. You might think, yeah, I'm a patient person. What does this have to do with anything? I used to talk to a lot of people who are older than me for career advice. I would ask them about what role I was suited for, ask them about the industry, and their feedback would always be, Sofia, you're too rushed. Take your time, you'll figure it out. I was quite disappointed by that comment. I thought I'm showing you that I have the initiative and drive to succeed, but here you are just criticizing me. And I didn't understand what they were saying until recently. And always focusing on the end result and seeing way too far in the future, I neglected the process that it took to get there. It is the process which determines the result. And when I was always focusing on this part, this whole journey over here, I wasn't really putting in too much effort. I was always skipping over the menial tasks which I thought were unimportant, but in fact were the determining steps to my success. Like aging wine, good things take time. We lose interest and passion for something because we aren't seeing the results. Like a product, it takes years and years of R&D, billions of dollars of investment to actually make something that would change the world. We want to see the world change, but we aren't willing to put in the effort now. And especially in this day and age where we can have everything instantly. If you want to hear music, you go on Spotify. If you want some entertainment, you go on Netflix, you go on YouTube. You don't have to actively try to obtain the results. And in that, we've always been trained to seek that instant gratification instead of learning how to delay it and actually take the time to achieve it. These are some of the times I see value in being patient. For example, in video making, I always want to see the beautiful video, the likes going up, but a lot of work actually goes into editing. From the filming, from the script making, music picking, thumbnail making, waiting for it to upload. Or for example, infrastructure. We all want to see magnificent architecture. For example, K11 Museum. I think that took 11 years to plan, build, actually unveil. It didn't turn out like this in one day, and either will your success. So no matter what you're doing right now, whether it's a job that you're applying for, the grades you're hoping for, if you're not seeing any results, be patient. In Deuteronomy chapter 7 verse 22, I will drive out the nations before you little by little. You won't eliminate them all at once. Otherwise, the wild animals would multiply and take over too quickly, and you cannot handle it. Little by little. You won't eliminate all of them at once. Success doesn't come from pushing a button. It comes from climbing a ladder. The bigger your goal is, the more steps there will be. Learn to enjoy the progress because you will be learning every step of the way. The second value you want to hold on to is perseverance. When the going gets tough, you get tougher. You must believe that things will become better one day. Mooting was by far one of the hardest experiences I have been through. It was 6 months of training, battling, researching. I felt incompetent. I felt left behind. I wanted to quit so bad, and I was on the verge of quitting for so many times. But there was a little voice inside of me that said, what if you can actually make it through? I remember praying to God so many days, asking for help because I felt that there was no way to get out of this. But then I remembered this verse, I can do all things through him who gives me strength. Even when you have tried your absolute best and you think there is nothing left inside of you, I'm telling you, there is a little bit of strength inside of you that will push you through the finish line. You are more powerful and capable than you think. In Proverbs chapter 24 verse 16, a righteous person may fall 7 times, but he gets up again. We all make mistakes in life. And in fact, the way we learn is through mistakes. Those are not the reason why you should quit. Thomas Edison, when he was inventing the light bulb, it took him 1,000 times. Imagine if he quit the 999th time. We wouldn't have all of this nice equipment now. Remember the wall of Jericho? The army was marching outside of it for 7 times before it crumbled. Imagine if they're stopped on the 6th lifetime. They were so close to success, and so are you. Remember how you used to play an instrument when you were young and you hated it with all of your might? As you grow up, you learn to actually enjoy it. It takes hours upon hours of practice. You have to first figure out all the keys you have to play, and then practice until you can master one side, and then do the other hand as well. Do the pedaling, the dynamics, and finally put in emotion. This whole process could take years, but when you actually play the piece, it will be so worth it. And same with all your dreams and all your goals. You're not losing passion for it. You're not losing interest. It's just that things got too hard. But always have the end goal in mind. See it in your mind. You are inching towards it one day at a time. We don't enjoy things for primarily two reasons. One, because we don't know how to be good at it. The second, we know how to be good at it, but we don't have the time to get there. A lot of us are stuck on the first step. We see many successful people go where they are. Only the success is shown, but the steps they took to get there is never really advertised. Perseverance doesn't mean you work hard blindly. You have to work smart and hard. Know the steps you need to get to where you need to go. If you're losing interest in something, ask yourself, why can't I do it? What do I need to get there? Who can help me? Is there any advice I can get? Is there anything else I can read up on? Is there any YouTube videos or tutorials that would teach me how to do it? There are many ways that lead to Rome. All you have to do is find the right one. The third virtue you have to hold on to is curiosity. There is something to be learned in every scenario, even though it doesn't seem like it. There are many things I did in life which I didn't enjoy. They all seem very disconnected and irrelevant, and I did not want to have anything to do with them. However, the more I read and the more I used my brain to critically think about the materials I studied, I found that the world is actually hyper-connected, and when you discover that link between different disciplines, you will find immense joy. I remember helping my friend redesign her projects. I was able to pull different things I learned from different streams. For example, that YouTube video of a second-hand upcycling mall, the ESG regimes, the Hong Kong 2030 sustainability report, the business classes I took as a hobby. All of these things are interconnected, and it's just so beautiful when you find the raw materials around you and combine them into a product. Always stay curious. When one is curious, the sky's the limit. And finally, you are not alone on this journey. I think around 70 to 80% of people around you are feeling the same way right now. Encourage each other, help each other, be authentic and be real about your struggles. In sharing your struggles, you will actually build each other up. In a TED Talk titled "Isolation is a Dream Killer," the speaker talked about how a group can actually help you fulfill your dreams, your wildest dream. In one of the talks she did, she asked a lady at the back, "What is your dream?" She said, "Okay, I want to go on a cruise ship." Most people stop there because we think we're a fanatic for even wanting to do such a thing and just dismiss us right away. However, the magic secret is to know what your obstacle is. Her obstacle was twofold. One, she didn't have the money to go. Second, she had a sick daughter at home to take care of. One person in the audience just raised their hand and said, "I have this free cruise ticket that I won in a lottery and no one to go with. Here, you can have it." First one done. Second, the sick daughter. Someone in the audience had to fulfill a number of hours to get their accreditation, and they volunteered, "Yeah, I'll take care of your daughter for 10 days. So there, her wish was fulfilled. And that is the power of community. We aren't meant to do life alone. If we could do everything alone, then why did God create everybody around us and give us all of our friends? Your success might be one person away, and your dream is one conversation away from being resurrected. Everything you do is for a purpose. God has already set up a plan for you, and He has a purpose for your life. You have to ask Him, but at the same time, you can't just keep asking. You have to actively live out every step of your life. So keep on going, and slowly the path will become clear. Don't lose hope. See you in the next video.